I'm incredibly concerned and frankly disgusted at the push now being made by some to legalize prostitution. Instead of calling it prostitution, they call it sex work and suggest that it's a reasonable career choice. And in fact, it should be something that girls should consider. And it's something that should be legalized because there's nothing wrong with being a prostitute. Sex work is not a career choice. Sex work is rape and should be treated as such. And because of that, women who are prostitutes should not be treated as criminals. They should be treated as victims. But the people who are paying for sex, we should throw the book at them because we're taking away someone's right to consent. We are teaching girls and women that it's okay to be coerced for sex. We are teaching them that their bodies are not precious, that it's okay to sell them, and it's not. And when you start legalizing prostitution, you tell girls and women that their bodies are for sale. You tell men that women's bodies are for sale, that it's okay to pay someone to rape them, and it's not. So even Planned Parenthood, that is an organization that seems to really encourage people to have sex, says that consent to sex must be freely given. It cannot be made under pressure or manipulation. And if a woman feels like her only available way to make money is through having sex, she's not giving consent. She's being coerced. It also says it's reversible. And a woman who's a prostitute has been paid for sex. If she tries to reverse that, she's not going to be allowed to reverse that. And legalizing prostitution isn't going to provide her protections. It's going to increase the number of women who are raped for pay. It says that you have to be informed and enthusiastic. Well, guess what? Women who are prostitutes, if they're feigning enthusiasm, it's because they know they'll make more money. Or it's because they were sexualized as children by men who think it's okay to rape and abuse children. So it's not enthusiastic, it's coerced. This makes me so mad. The reason it makes me mad is because I know what it's like. I know what it's like to be a prostitute. Yes, I know what it's like to have someone take me in a room and be that person's slave while they rape me for money. This is some information on the Sexual Assault Prevention and Awareness Center at the University of Michigan, which even states consent must be voluntarily given and may not be valid if a person is being subjected to actions or behaviors that elicit emotional, psychological, physical, reputational, financial pressure, threat of intimidation, or fear. We have the dictionary definition of coercion as the intimidation of a victim to compel the individual to do something against his or her wishes. And again, I've been talking primarily about women, but there are boys and men who are coerced as well. Because when you have to pay someone to do something, it's coerced. It's not okay because bodies should not be for sale. So we have teaching consent doesn't have to be hard. On this website, it again says that consent is an active process between two people that can be taken back at any time and that must be given in a free and clear mindset. And if a woman feels like she has to sell her body in order to survive, if she is doing that, she is not free and clear. She is a victim of coercion. For women who are doing this because this is how they feed their children, this is how they pay the rent, this is how they get their spending money, that is coerced. Anybody who pays someone for sex is paying to rape someone. That is what it is. It is paid rape. It is paid sexual assault. And if we legalize it, we're basically saying that we're going to legalize rape and sexual assault. So we're going to go back in time and say that actually there is such a thing as invited rape. And that's the fundamental thing about sexual consent, is it cannot be coerced. And if it is, it's not consent. If you have to pay someone money to have sex with you, that's coercion. That's not consent. That is rape. We cannot legalize rape.